Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thank you for watching another Disney video and another Disney Your Way video. I've said this in another video, but I'll say it again. If I look different and you're like, what's with the glasses? The short version of the story is I normally wear contacts. I have for years and years and years. And they've been bothering me lately, so I've switched to my fancy Warby Parker glasses. I don't know if you like them or not. This video not sponsored by Warby Parker, but I mean, hey guys, if you want to, hit me up. So today's Disney Your Way topic is Disney World for couples. And I want to preface this because I feel like my last one, there were so many comments where people were like, you forgot this and you forgot that and how dare you not bring up this. These videos are not comprehensive. This isn't me saying I'm gonna list every single little perfect thing for couples, or I'm gonna list every single classic Disney thing, but I'm gonna try to do my best to cover as much as I can to suit the needs of the person watching this. But by all means, it is not some all-encompassing thing. These are just my recommendations and suggestions depending on your interests. So Disney World for couples. I've done it. Some other people have done it. Maybe you've done it. Maybe you're thinking about doing it. I think Disney World can be a very romantic place. It's a shame I don't get to enjoy that romance much because, as many of you know, my husband, not a fan. But when he did come with me, we did get to enjoy some romantic moments that he actually was a really big fan of. All the things in our trip, I think he really enjoyed the times that we spent together. So I wanted to kind of put together my thoughts on like what a great way to spend a couple's trip would be, things to do, places to eat, maybe even where to stay. So let's kick it off with the resorts. I'm gonna tell you right now, stay away from the values. And the reason I say that, even though I stay at them all the time, they're just not romantic. They're very bright and loud, and there's lots of kids, and it's just very like garish, I think. I love the design of them, but I wouldn't call them romantic by any means. So I would say that you should probably stay in a moderate, and if you got the money, at a deluxe. And if you're gonna do a moderate, there's a couple I can think of that I think can be very romantic. Port Orleans French Quarter, absolutely, hands down. Riverside as well, but I think French Quarter just has a little something extra that's very romantic about it. There's also, you know, horse-drawn carriage rides that you can do, which, I mean, how much more romantic does it get? So you can do that on the property there, but just walking around, especially at night, but even a nice early morning before all the other guests are up, you take a walk down by the river, it's lovely. And the other one I would recommend is one of my favorites is Coronado, which is also really lovely. It's a pretty big resort, but that lake in the middle is gorgeous. You can get a drink at the bar by the lake and just relax. There are hammocks. You can just hang out in a hammock together maybe. I think that's a very romantic resort, especially at nighttime. The lighting is, wow, it's great. And then moving into the parks, you know, I had a little fun thinking about like two-seater rides that I think are great for couples. There's some obvious ones that let you get nice and cozy, like Haunted Mansion or Voyage of the Little Mermaid, right? I got that right? I always get the two Little Mermaid ones confused because there's Journey into the Little Mermaid. Maybe, no, Journey into Little Mermaid I think is the, oh my gosh, I'm terrible, you guys. But let's be real, they named them very close, right? The stage show and the ride, yeah. The Little Mermaid ride in Magic Kingdom, let's just put it that way. You've got these similar rides where you can sit two together, like literally together, and I think that could be really cute. And then there's also some other great twofer rides like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Everest or Splash Mountain. You can definitely get close or, you know, push the person into the water, whatever you want to do. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin and Toy Story Midway Mania, because I don't know, me and my husband are huge gamers. I don't find anything more romantic than, you know, completely trying to annihilate each other in video games. So I think those are great rides to do together. You get great photos from Buzz Lightyear anyway, and I think that could be really fun competition between the two of you. Maybe the loser has to buy the winner a Dole Whip or something. And then I think there's just plenty to do in terms of restaurants and bars and all of that, if that's your thing, you know, if you're a drinker. Even if you're not a drinker, you can still hang out at these bars, get a non-alcoholic beverage, and enjoy the mood of it. So one that I think is really romantic in Epcot, and I think Epcot in general, very romantic, take that stroll around World Showcase right when the sun is setting. But go to Italy and they have the Tutto Gusto wine cellar that a lot of people bypass and don't even realize is there. And it's down in a cellar, and it is very moody and dim lighting, and you can have your glasses of wine. You can have some flights of wine if you prefer that. And it's a nice little way to get away from everything else that's going on up in the Rest of the World Showcase. So I really recommend that. I think you can also have a really romantic dinner at like Spice Road's table, or any of those restaurants that are out on the water can be really, really nice. You can try to request an outdoor table where you get a nice view of the lake, and if it's around Illuminations time, even better. But I think that that's a really nice restaurant if you want to do that in Epcot. But I think a good stroll hand in hand around World Showcase is so romantic. It just gets so beautiful as the sun sets. And there's so many other great romantic restaurants. Tiffin's is great, and the Nomad's Lounge for a nice drink. California Grill was something that I did with my husband, and he really, really enjoyed. You get that beautiful view up top, you know, of everything else going on, Magic Kingdom and all of that. You can watch the fireworks from there if you time it right as well. The food is really, really good, and definitely can try to ask for a cozier seat that's like not right in the middle of the restaurant if you want to feel more secluded. And anytime you want, you can walk out on the terrace, take your glass of wine or whatever you're drinking, and just enjoy that view together, which is really, really nice. It's one of my favorite memories. There's also Narcoossee's, which is over at the Grand Floridian. Keep tripping over my words. It's like the fourth time I've tried to say that. Also really beautiful and really nice. Of course is Victoria and Albert's, which is like the most expensive, the most highly rated restaurant on Disney property. But if you're really trying to impress, or it's like a big anniversary, I think that is 100% something you should splurge on. It is, I would love to go there. I know the next time I do drag my husband down there, we're gonna go there because I've got to experience it. And even Flying Fish can have its romantic moments. We went there for sure as well. So that was also a really, really nice dinner. And speaking of boardwalk area, another great one to walk around. You know, you've got Abracadabra, you've got the dance hall if you want to dance all night, you've got the dueling piano bar, you've got Beaches and Cream, you can share a sundae together. Like, there's so many good couple moments around the boardwalk. So that's another one that I think you should definitely take time to go to, even if you're not staying in the boardwalk area. Maybe post Epcot, you can leave through that back exit and enjoy it, but definitely make time for the boardwalk. Of course, Disney Springs is like made basically for a date night. You've got everything you could ever want there. Restaurants, Morimoto is a great one if you want a romantic dinner. You've got entertainment and dancing at the Edison. You have bowling and the movie theater and shopping and just people watching, and it's so big that you can definitely find little corners where it's not too crazy and just enjoy some time together, have a good conversation. Disney Springs is really, really good for date night, especially post parks, because it's usually open a lot later. So definitely a place that, again, you want to take some time to go to. Other than that, there's small other things you can do, like couples day at one of the spas. That's really romantic. You could do a boat ride, and whether that means you're renting your own boat or actually paddling on a kayak because you like to do a little bit more exercise, or maybe you just find a quiet spot in the back of the ferry or one of the friendship boats and just enjoy that. I think that can be really lovely together. So those are just some of my thoughts in terms of Disney for couples. I think a lot of people think Disney for adults, Disney for couples, meh, it's Disney, there is no romanticness there. I mean, come on, Disney has come up with all these amazing romantic stories in their movies. Why would they not have romantic stuff at the parks? That just boggles my mind that people think that. So that is my Disney World for couples. If you have something that you've done, great memory with your significant other that you want to share, something that I left off my list, you can let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe because I make videos every single week. I had to think about how often I make videos. Jesus. So please subscribe so I keep making them and I can remember to make them. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of the day. Bye.